Now dear friends, let's overview of n8n. So as you know, this is a n8n website. So now in left side, as you can see, this is a n8n logos. Then we have a product section, use cases, docs, community, enterprise, pricing. So now let's talk about use cases. In n8n, you can build agent, auto operation, lead automation, RAG, whatever you want inside n8n you can build, as you can see on a screen. Then we have docs. In n8n we have two options. First option, after building your first whatever you like agent, you can deploy on your server. Then second option is you can deploy on n8n clouds. Then in n8n we have documentation where you can read about n8n, what is n8n, how it's work, so stuff like that. Next we have community. In n8n we have 200 Kalian community you can join, as you can see. Next we have enterprise. In n8n, if you have agency owner or maybe company owner, so you can contact with n8n. Next we have pricing. So if you're beginner, so you have 40 days free trial, so it's enough to learning. Next we have GitHub. So so you, after building whatever like AI agent, you can upload on GitHub. So now dear friends, this is an n8n website, and then in n8n we have plug AI into your own 500 integration. If I compare to Mac and Zapier, it's very few, but it's open source and flexible automation platform, and it's a very drag and drop interface. So now let's click on get started. So put your email ID, but in my case I have already account, so let's log in. So for that we have option login. So as you can see, let's log in, but in your case you don't have account, so start a free trial. So let's log in. Now dear friends, as you can see, this is a main dashboard of n8n where you can manage whatever you want, like create workflow, build whatever you want, and manage setting, stuff like that. So this is a n8n website where you can manage anything. So we have create workflow where you can build your first workflow, whatever you want. We have palace where you can create your workflow, agent, rag, whatever you want. Next we have command type. Then we have overview. So overall this is a main dashboard of n8n. This is a workflow, this is a credential, so you can connect service or API inside n8n. Then education, you can see where my workflow is failed and where my workflow is running successfully. Next we have variable, so where you can create a variable like my name. For example, my name is Ravi, so let's say name, or you can add variables like name equal to Ravi. Next data tables, you can add create data table. So now dear friends, let's start with workflow. So now click on create workflow. After click create workflow, so in the n8n, first of all let me tell you, rename this text with run for example AI agent. Okay, now so this is a canvas where you can edit and build whatever you want, like agent, rag, workflow automation. So in here we have option where you can edit your workflow. So for example, this is a zoom to fit where you can fit nodes inside n8n. This option is for basically you can um, you can, for example, let's say, as you can see, this node is looking small, so this option you can use it to looking a small nodes inside canvas. Next, you can reset zone, then this is a fit in canvas. Okay, so for example, let's click on, as you can see, this is a tons of trigger where you can execute inside n8n. For example, this is a manual trigger, so let's execute. Now dear friend, this workflow is running successfully. So for example, I want to replace this node with for example, I want to replace this node with we have replace option. Let's on chat message. Okay, so now just click and you type anything like that. Then as you can see, this workflow is this node is running successfully. Okay, so now click on plus, then select. We have tons of nodes, so for example, let's select AI agent. After selecting AI agent, as you can see, we have connected chat trigger node. Next we have define below. In define below, you can drag this input. Okay, chat input. Then as you can see, result L. Then now you can connect chat model whatever you want to like. So as you can see, we have tons of chat model you can connect inside n8n. So for example, let's select OpenAI chat model. See, in n8n we have free credit where you can use inside n8n. Okay, so now let's back to canvas. Then you can add memory. Okay, so for example, let's type hello. Now let's see. Now hello, how can I help you? As you can see, this is a chat model where generate output. Now so this is my workflow is running successfully. So let's remove this, and now let's understand nodes inside n8n. For example, let's select trigger manually. Now let's select Google Sheet. After selecting Google Sheet, now uh, in n8n, as you can see, we have different subsections. So for example, let's select create a spreadsheets. Now dear friends, as you can see, just right click, then open. After opening, sign in with your account. Basically gives access inside n8n. So for example, select this, I want to select my account. So after selecting, so now dear friends, let's start with from scratch. So let's create workflow. So now, so as you can see, this is a infinity canvas where you can build your first workflow. So for that, let's start. So for example, we have two options. You can build from scratch from yourself, then build with AI. For example, let's select for example, select this, then as you can see, and then you can build with AI, as you can see. Okay, then so this is a so just achieve this, then create workflow. Now add first step. For example, let's trigger. Then now click on plus, then um, click on the action in app, then type Google Sheet. Then as you can see, after selecting Google Sheet, in Google Sheet we have different options. But for example, let's select create a spreadsheet. After selecting create a spreadsheet, let's execute previous note. Next, sign in with Google. You can you can give access in n8n. So let's uh, just give my access, then continue. Now, as you can see, select document, and for example create, then whatever you want, like a lead generation. Now execute this workflow. So now dear friends, this workflow is running successfully. So now, as you can see, this is a automatic created lead generation using automation. So this is a core power of automation. Okay. So now dear friends, as you can see, this workflow is running successfully. Now click on plus, then open. After opening, then for example sheet within document, then you can for example create, select create, then we have we have just select a lead generation right now created. Now you can select title and title sheets, maybe anything. So for example, let me leave. Now let's execute, then let's check out. So just open, then as you can see we have sheet 1 and then an n8n sheet, where can I execute inside n8n, and this n8n sheet is create automatic. Okay. So now dear friends, so now dear friends, let's build from scratch. Just click on this, then let's create new workflow. After clicking new workflow, now it's take a few minutes. Let's rename this text with agent, for example, right now. So let's click on plus, select on chat message. After selecting chat message, then open, then type anything like that. Then this workflow is running successfully. Now click on plus. After clicking plus, select for example agent. After select agent, so just let me leave. Now select chat model. For example, let's select open a chat model. Now you can choose model whatever you want to like. For example, let's select uh, no select this, then select memory. After selecting memory, this is automatic connected. Now let's type anything. Hello. Now hello, how can I assist you? As you can see, this and this is a input, and this is a output based on processing data. Okay. So now dear friends, let's click on tools. For example, you can select AI agent, then you can just back to canvas, then you can integrate chat model, memory, and tools. Okay. So now um just let me leave. Now click on plus, then select this. After selecting, then click on plus, then click on AI. Then as you can see, this is a AI, and we have AI templates. So let's click on this. Then it's loading because it take a few minutes. Now in n8n we have ready-made a lots of template. As you can see, 7,000 AI automation workflow including AI, sales, IT operation, marketing, documentation, other stuff like that. So now just select this category AI. Then we have future AI templates. We have a lots of templates. So now as you can see, RAG, AI summarization, multimodal AI, and then we have Notes, Google Sheets, OpenAI, Telegram, Gmail, stuff like that. So now, for example, let's select this RAG. Now you can use for free click, and then you can copy this template and then paste your inside canvas. For example, let's, as you can see, then next we have different software you can. Next we have uh, now as you can see, this is a RAG pipeline, and you don't, if you're beginner, so you don't understand anything because you can create credential and put data. So yeah, so let's focus on learning. So just click on, then let's create workflow. After create workflow, um, select this trigger, press on this button, then select, for example, uh, human review, then select Gmail trigger right now. Then in my case, I have already connect my account, but in your case you don't have account, say create new credential, then sign up. After sign up, back to canvas. Now resources, let's select message, then operation, for example send message. For example, um, on this email, then what I want, like hello, and you can type anything, uh, like this, my name is Ravi Kumar. Then now back to canvas, then you can execute this workflow. So let's check out. Now as you can see, this email was sent automatically by n8n. So this is a core power of AI automation. So now let's build new workflow. Then you can replace this node. For example, let's select um, data transfer, then type set node. Select this node. Now just click and this open this node. Then in, you can see we have two options, manual mapping, then JSON. You can type message um, in JSON. Otherwise, select manual typing. Just click this, then select, for example, name. Now value, you can see, you can add value, a string equal to text, number, as you can see, number like 1 2 3, a boolean like a conditional sentence, then array, object, boundary, stuff like that. For example, select string,